And we're on.
There we are.
Oh, we got to adjust this a little bit. And yes, we are in our third different angle.
Our third trimester and our third angle.
Of what is behind us.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the best lighting. This is natural light, so we thought maybe better. Which way do I go?
I know it looks opposite on the screen, so yeah.
Whatever. All right, so this is the Beetlejuice cast reunion on Stars in the House.
Yes.
I'm Seth Rudetsky. My husband James Wesley.
He literally just made his protein shake 3 minutes ago, and we joke that this is show number 26. As each show goes on,
we're cutting it closer and closer. Really at places, I'm like, I gotta drink something.
No, that's what happened yesterday. Julie came down because it had been what she thought that we didn't
basically
know.
We were complaining about our bad lighting, and she had no idea we were complaining about our bad lighting while we were broadcasting live.
We knew that we were on the air.
But she's like, Dad, you're on. I'm like, I know, that's how casual it is. We have fights in the air. Anyway, what is Stars in the House? Please describe it.
Stars in the House is a twice daily, matinee and evening, every day conversation, reunions, music, and education from Chief Medical Correspondent for CBS News, Dr. John LaPook, and questions and answers from people.
But questions and answers for the stars. I want to move this along. What is the Actors Fund? Well, I just want to get to the Actors Fund. Go.
It'll go. It's all. Where's everyone going? It's all right. We don't have to rush. The Actors Fund, actually, we have a lot of donations that came in during Kristin's part of the show that I have not read yet, so I'm going to do that. Here's the thing about the Actors Fund. The Actors Fund, it is a misnomer. It's an organization that's been around for 138 years. B.B. Newirth explained it really well the other night, which is back in the day, well, there wasn't TV, there wasn't radio, there wasn't film, there weren't records. It was just theater. And everyone who worked in a theater was called an actor. I didn't know that.
On stage and off stage.
On stage, off stage. And that's why I called the Actors Fund, because people who needed help, they were there for them. So, dealing with that prejudice in the year 2020, that they think it's just actors and that all actors are rich, we've read some things online and heard from people, and people high in the business, people that are just like who watch certain TV shows or maybe don't know a lot about theater. They think it's only theater, or they think it's only Broadway.
Yeah, they either think we're raising money for Broadway stars or for like TV millionaires. Like, why do they need money?
By the way, I don't think that people that are that wealthy will pass the application process for the Actors Fund. Let's just start right there. These are people who need the basics for food and rent and utilities and medicine and the most basic things that we all need as human beings. But this isn't just for New York and Los Angeles. It isn't just for people on stage. It isn't just for people that are in film and TV. It's for everyone. Everyone who works as a professional in entertainment, period.
Like a wedding singer, a voice teacher, a crew member backstage, a script supervisor. Anybody can turn to the Actors Fund. So save the sassy comments about why raising money for rich actors. We're not raising money for rich actors. We're raising money for people that have no money to pay their rent, pay their medical bills, to get mental health. You can actually do stuff online.
I mean, look, and the bottom line is, as Dr. LaPook says, there's a beginning, middle, and end. But here's the thing. We don't know.
To this crisis,
we don't know how it's going to end. But what we do know is that the arts needs to be there at the end. Of this.
Well, we know that it's going to work out, but what he's saying is we don't know how long it's going to take.
And the Actors Fund is needed to help people in the meantime.
We don't want these small theaters to be closing across the country.
Absolutely not. And by the way, we are going to have some people. In fact, a wonderful theater company that we'll talk about in our evening show, they'll be on later this week, because we want to incorporate companies that are professional arts companies that are around the country to see what they're doing during this crisis.
Yes.
So on that note,
here are the donations from last night.
Here's some donations I forgot to read. Douglas from Virginia, $36. Michael from Massachusetts, $25.
By the way, this is from the Saturday night Kristin Chenoweth show. Kristin Chenoweth is here at Snip, Saturday night in her bathroom. Every Saturday night, Kristin Chenoweth is here in a full evening gown, which, by the way, she's auctioning off. It was $2,000.
Oh, that's right. So that's a whole other thing.
If you're $00 evening gown.
Well, she set up to a size 4.
$00. Anyway, keep going.
Okay. Craig from California, $260. Shelly from Oklahoma, $100. Mark from New York, $36. Sharon from Massachusetts, $257.
That's specific.
Allison from New Jersey, $25. And then these that came in like basically at the very end of the show. Jack from, oh, we got to tell Kristin. Well, I know she watches every show. Kristin, listen to this. You will love it. 3 that came in, this is just a sampling from Oklahoma. That's right. So you just keep that underscore set. Jack from Oklahoma, $25. Jeffrey from Oklahoma is $50. Tana from Oklahoma, $100. And let's go to California. Michael from California, $25. Cynthia from California, $200 from Texas. Lauren from Texas, $50. And our last one, I don't know, Seth, I was giving you the easy ones. Mary from Rhode Island, $100. Silence.
I don't know if it's social. Oh, there's okay. Get back to
the last thing before we bring on the Beetlejuice cast is...
Wait, how much is the grand total?
Oh, the grand total is $100.
Hold on. I just want to say these are the size, because you've got to build up.
Go ahead.
These are the size donations we're getting. 25, 50, 75, a lot of $5 donations.
Right.
We're not getting these crazy grants. People are so generously giving
absolutely
these small amounts. And every show we're getting these small amounts, and they're all building up together. We just began last week. So this is the end of the second week.
This is the amount. So Seth, you can read the total, but this amount that Seth is about to read is for the first 12 days of Stars in the House that we have raised for the Actors Fund.
Just from these generous little donations from everybody. So let me just say the last number is $250. The beginning number is literally $100,000 and $11,000. So $111,000.
$250. That's right.
That's crazy
amount. A lot of money.
Just from people going to Stars in the House right there and donating $5, $10, $15, $20. It's amazing. So Beetlejuice fans, we hope you're going to be contributing.
Oh, because we have a little special something here that we've never done
before.
we've
never done this before, but we thought for funsies, if you donate, and we
can begin at $5. You know what I mean? It's like we'd say, except in the beginning when we didn't know what the heck we were doing, he would say $1. I
said even $1 helps. No, it doesn't. The minimum donation is $5. That's all they'll allow. Serious. But if you donate, normally we read off who donated, but we get a list from the Actors Fund, a random list. We're going to have Alex Brightman as Beetlejuice with all the vocal damage read the names of the people who've donated. So if you're donating, I would do it, and then we're going to send the name. We're going to text Alex, and he's going to read them. So you may have your name written, read by Mr. Beetlejuice.
And I asked the Actors Fund, they usually send me 2 batches of names during the show, but today, because of this special thing that we're doing, they're going to send 3 different batches. So if you're going to donate now, especially you big Beetlejuice fans, and maybe you'll be lucky enough that Alex will read them off.
By the way, I have no idea why that
came on. I don't know what it means. What does that mean? What is that?
I think it's a. Oh no, that's an oh my god face.
Oh, okay. Well, then, all right, then let's go.
So okay, we also got this E.
All right.
Oh, hi, Sophie Crusoe. Okay. Anywho, so we're gonna bring on everybody just to show everyone that's gonna be on, and then we're gonna have more specific interviews.
Great.
So first, I'd like to bring on a pal I've known for so many years. Weirdly, I've gotten older. Weirdly, she's gotten younger. So now she's still 20, and I'm now over 40. Please welcome the amazing Kerry Butler. Kerry Butler, she's going to be here. Then, of course, we have one of the youngest members of Beetlejuice, basically the same age as Kerry Butler. Please welcome Kristin.
Hello.
Hi, Press.
Hi.
Then we have is he here?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if he's here. I'm hoping
he might have to come back.
From Philadelphia. I'm just going to put him up so he's there. Rob, are you here? Rob, I just see a blank screen.
A blank screen.
I don't know what that means.
He will be with us.
So, Rob, you got to come back because that's weird. I don't know why that's blank. Okay, and then we have well, I guess I'll do the final reveal. So let me just say we have someone that was in the original cast, came in to replace in the original cast of Beetlejuice, but he just wants you all to know that at one point he was one of the stars of Honeymoon in Vegas, and he's wearing a little essence of the costume he wore in Honeymoon in Vegas, just to remind you that he was once in it. So see if you can find what part of him is wearing the costume from Honeymoon in Vegas. Please welcome David Josefsberg.
Oh my god.
Whoa! And hey, Elvis lineup costume. And then the star of Beetlejuice, I don't know what the look means. It's sort of working for me, but I don't know why the crazy hands, why the shades, but all I can say is the whole thing works. Please welcome Alex Brightman.
Yeah.
We've got it going on.
Why not?
I'm going to say goodbye to all the clowns except for Kerry and Alex. Bye, David. Your outfit's amazing. Keep that crazy outfit, please. There's so many Davids here. There he is. Okay, bye. There we go. Okay, so Kerry, where are you broadcasting from, love?
I'm broadcasting from New Jersey, my house in Jersey. We came here as soon as they closed the theaters. We were like, going to Jersey.
Yeah, man.
And are you homeschooling there, Kerry?
Well, we were actually, Seth, supposed to be in Disney World. This was my first vacation in 5 years that I was supposed to take. And so I packed for my vacation. If people who follow me on Instagram, I packed a month ago. I was like, people have been sending me ears that they handmade themselves for me to wear in Disney World. But so we came here. So they've been off this whole time because this was their spring break. We start school tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll have you back because maybe you'll have tips for people who are doing. Your millions of parents are having to do that.
Yeah.
So
I have been trying to, make it fun here for them. Like today, we're going to England for high tea. And everyone has to have an accent. We made crowns.
Oh my God.
Alex Brightman, where are you broadcasting from?
I'm in London. No, I'm in, no, I'm not. I'm in Oklahoma City.
Is that where you're from?
No, it's where my wife's from. And so
Kristin Chenoweth?
I married Kristin Chenoweth and Kelly O'Hara. I married both of them, both hometown heroes. And about 2 weeks ago, we sort of, when Broadway shut down, we sensed a bit of chaos. And so we drove to Oklahoma City. It took us 2 days. It was very fun, actually. We brought our dog and he's here and he's loving it because there's so many places to run.
Hey, Alex,
Hey.
How you're the first person we've had on here who's been broadcasting from Oklahoma. So how is it there with social distancing, and are people taking it seriously? What's going on?
It seems, we're doing a pretty good job at staying put. So I'm walking around the neighborhood. It's very not as dense as a city at all. So it's like very suburban, and so it's very, very spread out. But as far as like social distancing is going, it's working apparently like gangbusters. It's very few. Fewer cases than I've just been reading about than obviously big cities and stuff. But we've been to like a Lowe's and a Super Target and things like that, and they have the things that I'm hearing they have in New York now that are in the checkout lines. Like here, you stand here, and then 6 feet back, they have a thing here, and people are really following it. And people aren't. There seems to be no resentment. There seems to be no poking fun at it. It seems to be like very. Optimistically serious. It seems not scary. It just seems like we're going to follow the rules here.
That's amazing. Yeah, because I said last night I spoke to someone. I had problems with Hulu, and the person was based in Phoenix. And she said in Arizona they're not doing that at all. And I was like, you got to get ahead of it and do. That's great that you guys are doing that in Oklahoma.
I just saw pictures today from yesterday. They posted it in some article about parts of New York where people are still doing picnics, and I'm just like I'm losing my mind over these things.
Right. Yeah, me too. Seth.
Jack, I don't know why people are texting me while the show is happening. It's Jack Prime texting, girl, my show is on.
I've said so many times, do not text her. Actually, Kayala, though, will send comments, but she doesn't require a response.
Kayala, settle?
Yes.
Her and I get confused all the time with each other.
Alex.
Vocally.
Oh, now I get it. Alex,
Go.
James always wants to know, what are you doing? And Kerry, what are you guys doing to kind of stay healthy, like emotionally, physically, while we're in this separation? Are you guys working out at home? I bought a home gym. I actually did.
Whoa. I did not buy a home gym.
Good to know.
Kerry, go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm doing, so there was this yoga class I used to do when I was young. And
you admit it. You are 75. Go on.
And it was really, really hard. Even Joe, my husband, I was like sweating doing this yoga class when we were young. And he was like, there's no way this yoga class is hard. And then he did it. And he's like, dripping sweat, like, wow, this is so hard. And I recently found it again on YouTube. And then I found the DVDs that I used to do. So I had to stop 3 times trying to do this yoga class. And so now my goal is to be able to do the yoga class without stopping full out by the end of this break.
Whoa.
Okay, you're so much more focused than I ever thought. Alex, top that, bitch.
I've been going to Sonic every day, and I actually, because there's no information about when this is all going to be over, my whole show relies on me having stamina. So I got my jogging shoes back in going in order, and I've started doing jogs, and I downloaded Peloton. That's doing like a 90-day free thing for people because they want to, encourage people to work out in their homes. And they're these sort of jogging encouragement, sessions where 30, 20 minutes, fun runs where you just sort of do intervals. So I've been just jogging around, and it's very easy here, obviously, because there's literally nobody outside. So I can jog without seeing a person for 20 minutes. And it's just doing that kind of every day, every other day. And then, when I'm feeling like I'm bored, I do like 20 push-ups here and there, but that's as much as I've got going on right now. More cardio than anything else.
Kerry wants you to do the yoga challenge.
No.
Okay, every 2 seconds, they're really fun comments. They just say this, Kevin, because that's going to be fun to just have something with Kevin over.
I know.
I love just seeing that because it's a full sentence. Definitely there's a verb. Kevin. So can you just explain what Kevin is, and then we can stop seeing the annoying comments on the side and just say Kevin.
Yes, I can explain very easily. Kevin is my dog. That's my dog. And everybody's obsessed with him. He's a very cute dog, and he sometimes usually joins me here on things, but he's not here right now. But if he comes, I'll pick him up and I'll put him on camera.
Well, it's nice to know that there's so many new watchers, because actually, if you have been watching and supporting the Actors Fund for the last 2 weeks, you know that at the end of the show, we all bring out our animals.
Oh, okay.
So you will see Kevin. So I'm not keep seeing Kevin 45 times in the comments.
I apologize.
Instead of commenting. Where was it?
Can I say to anyone posting Kevin, if you post Kevin more than one time, you have to donate $5 to the Actors Fund.
Yes,
yeah.
Love it. Okay, so Kerry and Alex, everybody wants to know a fun inside story about Beetlejuice. First of all, Kerry, did you ever, when you fell into that trap door, did your wig ever fall off? What? Go.
No, I don't have any fun stories about falling through the trap door because that really wasn't fun.
Wait, why? Was it scary?
Horrifying.
Scary every night. I mean, you're jumping. You don't see. It's like you're jumping. You're about to jump through something, but you don't know whether the bottom is there. And so you're jumping through a rug that but then like if the rug is off a tiny bit, you're like, oh, could I hit my head if the rug is in the wrong place today? So anyway, that part's not particularly fun to talk about. But one time I was levitating, and do you remember this, Alex? We had to stop the show.
Oh, yes.
And I was still in the air, and everyone's like walking off stage, and I'm like, okay, bye guys.
We had never stopped before. We had never stopped before while a magic trick was in place, and so we didn't know what to do. But thankfully, I forget who it was. It was either Rob or somebody came on to like stand in front of you while they lowered you down so we wouldn't ruin the trick.
I stayed levitating until the curtain came down.
Oh yeah, right. The contingency plan after that was for someone to stand in front of her like this until the magic trick was fixed, because we didn't want to ruin things for people that don't want to know.
So I just started doing the Little Mermaid and stuff up there.
Alex, was there some amazing moment in Beetlejuice that was cut that you're still devastated over?
Yeah, but it's a bit X-rated. Is that okay?
Yeah. So children that are listening, make sure you listen extra closely. Go.
So in the opening number, there's two things. One, the puppet pig used to have a penis, like a corkscrew penis, that would come and sort of harass Leslie Kritzer, and Kritzer would, as time went on in the run, Kritzer would, sort of amp up that moment to the point where it started poking her in the eye and things like that. I missed that a lot, and it's now they've removed it. The pig's been circumcised, and they nailed the penis to a wall in the basement of the Winter Garden on a plaque. So that's one thing. The lyric I miss the most.
Wait, the penis is on a plaque.
Yeah, it's a corkscrew penis that's sticking off of a plaque, almost like a taxidermied head. That makes sense?
Go on.
Yeah, that's there's no going on. That's what it is. But the lyric I miss the most is from DC when our show was very vulgar, and in the beginning, that's Jesus Christ. There's a lyric in the beginning where I'm talking about the netherworld in the opening number, and I was talking about how great, sort of like the netherworld is and why you should come, and it's very different now. But then it says people tend to go both ways here. The idea that everybody's bisexual in the netherworld, and the way I described it was I mimed it. People tend to go both ways here. They're like Bob, Sheila, the whole being dead thing, and I did a cutting back in. This is unfair because you get to cut back into yourself, Krasinski. Exactly. You're leaving me hanging out here, and I hate that. That's like the worst. And you get to John Krasinski to the camera when it's appropriate, like this. But I miss some of those, and there's a lot of other ones that we deemed too vulgar, and I agree, but I mourn them every day.
Maybe for the school version. Hey, Alex, they just sent. I think we just texted you a list of the most current donations, which is pretty amazing.
Literally,
So,
these are just some donations that came in the first 15 minutes, Alex. If you want to read them.
Okay, I'm gonna read these. Are you guys ready?
yeah.
I haven't done the Beetlejuice voice in a while, so this I might actually ruin my voice for the rest of my life. So let's try it.
Yay.
All right. Bob from Hawaii, $50. Tate from Texas, $10. Janine from Massachusetts, $25. Lauren from Ontario, $15. Catherine from Texas, $10. Andrew from Massachusetts, $50. Paige from Washington, $50. Braden, cool name, from Colorado, $20. Jessica from New York, hope you're staying healthy and inside, $10. And Allison from Massachusetts, $515 mother effing dollars. Thanks for donating, nerds.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Still got it. Now I think I have to go put my throat in Efferdent.
Weird reference.
It's a weird reference.
Okay, so Kerry Butler, we're going to end this opening. By the way, someone just wrote, just joined. What is this? This is
We're doing it. This is why we're doing it.
So this is a daily show. We have at 2 and 8 p.m. every single day. Tonight at 8 p.m. is the more serious, fun home reunion. And then we always have Broadway stars, movie stars, whatever. And everyone just watches for fun, just to feel close and feel
But we
connected.
didn't tell everyone to share it. Like if they're watching.
Oh, I
right?
forgot. Yes, can you guys just take the little, address on top and share it to your Facebook, your Instagram, your
Me?
Twitter, people my age, MySpace? Would you ask
Are you guys talking to me about that, or you want them to do that?
listeners?
Well,
I did.
you too.
Well, yeah.
Everyone.
I
But
already did it.
and the reality is that these live on. So it's like after the show's over, people keep asking, like, how do I see it? Well, you can go to starsinthehouse.com and it'll be episode number 26.
Yeah,
Right.
go to Stars in the House, but please share right now. And we're gonna close this opening segment. Kerry Butler, let's talk about what you're gonna perform. I haven't seen your sound check. I'm very excited.
Oh, okay. So this is a song that was cut in DC. It was my only song in the show.
Oh, not that.
Laugh about it.
But I'm fine. No, I was happy because I love Maitland's 2.0. It's a great song. Shoot, now I'm just trying to get my music. Chris Kukl. As soon as I asked if I could sing this song, Eddie Perfect and Chris Kukl like sent it out to me right away. They're like, yes, of course, we'd be so happy for you for this song to have a life after.
Beautiful.
And they're like, I can't wait to hear it. So this is it was in the place of Barbara 2.0, and but it wasn't right for the whole scope of the show because the show is so funny. This is much more poignant, and kind of her deciding that Lydia is actually their daughter, and so that's what's happening in the song. And they've, as a couple, they've been trying to have kids and they couldn't have kids.
When was it cut? Was it cut before Broadway, or did you ever get through it on Broadway?
No, it was cut.
Cut in DC, right?
No, it was cut after DC
Oh.
on the break. And then I had another song that we were doing, remember, in the workshop. One song that we were doing in the workshop and then never even made it to the final reading. And then we got the final song in right before previews.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about original shows. So kids, you should know out there, not like when you're in high school and the show's totally set. When you're doing a new Broadway show, things change all the time. And sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's devastating. All right, so Kerry Butler, let's hear the song.
Okay. The children we didn't have don't call. Their heights are marked in pencil on the wall. They don't ride bikes, cry out at night, oops, or fall in graze and eat, and their heart, shoot, and their arms, sorry, should I start over? I messed up.
Totally start over.
With my recording.
Yeah.
This is like an audition. This is
I
great.
was like, do I need to keep pressing it to stay on?
Why, are you on low power mode or something?
No. But if it goes dark.
No, to keep playing if it goes dark.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start it like kind of right before it starts singing. Children we didn't have, don't call. Their heights are marked in pencil on the wall. They don't ride bikes, cry out at night, or fall and graze a knee. And their hearts will never reach for the mother I never got to be. The children we didn't have, pressing, remind me that we couldn't just begin. They laugh on swings and whisper things I'm not supposed to know, and they never stop to see. The mother that never was, that's me. Think about all the children we didn't have. Picture them playing in the light. Think of them deep in thought. Think of their face when they're caught doing study. Now picture them 3 or 4. Picture them walking out the door. Think of them 20 or 30 or 40. 15, I think you know who I mean. The daughter we didn't have moved in, smart and sad, uneasy in her skin. Far too young to lose a mom or take the path she's traveling on. If I could whisper in her ear, I'd tell the daughter we didn't have. I'm here.
Okay, the amount of I'm crying. Oh, Alex is clapping for you, of course. Everyone was like, the song had to be cut because the whole audience had been crying too much. So, by the way, someone has a really good idea for your next musical, Kerry Butler. I never thought about this. Robert should have a BEETLEJUICE musical.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody out there?
Everybody commenting is like, what's Bewitched? 15.
That's right.
It's
I think we bring on Dr. LaPook.
Yes, we're going to bring on every show. We have Dr. John LaPook, who's the chief medical correspondent from CBS, giving us up-to-the-minute medical updates and answering your questions. And by the way, all the kids that are listening right now, you better be socially distancing because, yes, you may get it and it may not do anything to you, but you can give it to somebody older than you who would do something to you. You won't be allowed to visit the hospital. And no joke, if they die, you won't be allowed to go to their funeral. So you cannot take this as a joke. You have to socially distance. And if you can, literally just don't leave your house for this time period.
And in fact, let's leave Kerry and Alex on for this as we bring on
Absolutely.
Dr. LaPook.
So here he is. He's the chief medical correspondent for CBS. He loves Broadway. Dr. LaPook. Hi.
Hey!
Hi, Alex. You know my nephews, Sam and Jesse Pasternak. You were on Doug Love's Movies together, and
They sent me an email this morning to say that you were going to be here. So it's really nice to meet you officially. I'm a big fan of your nephews.
Yeah, me too. They're great. And Jesse said you're a quote a great dude.
Well, that's true? But that's really nice of him to say.
And hi, Kerry. I've loved your performances.
Thank you.
Anyway, see you later, John.
What's the latest, Dr. LaPook?
Well, the latest, and it's funny, you really did hear it here first. This morning on CBS Sunday Morning, that fabulous show from 9 to 10:30, I've been leading off every one of these for the last month with a little straight-to-camera spiel about coronavirus. And today we talked about this antibody test that we've been talking about here for the past week. We're not talking about the test that where you go up the nose or the back of the throat to look if you have it now, if it's active. We're talking about a blood test that looks for evidence of previous infection. And it's just now starting to get ramped up, and it's going to be hugely important. We're trying to light a fire under getting that out there more widely, because if we know who's been infected, maybe people without even knowing it, people who thought they had a cold, they had a little allergy, or they had no symptoms. And those people, if this is behaving like previous viruses do, there's an asterisk, it's a new virus, we're not positive, there should be some immunity, and then maybe those people could be considered to go back on the front lines. So that's going to be super important. And then they're testing people. The trials are just starting. I think literally today the first one was done, where they're testing people who have been sick, finding that they have antibodies, taking those antibodies in something called serum, which is kind of the yellow clear part of blood, giving it to somebody who's really sick. And those antibodies, we're hoping, will help fight the COVID-19. It worked in the 1918 pandemic. So what's old is new again.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What when you say they might not be showing symptoms, there are cases that people have absolutely zero symptoms, right?
Yeah, so we know that from like the cruise ship where they did swabs of a bunch of people and they had no symptoms and they still had the virus. And that's the big problem here is how do you know how widely it's spread?
Right.
If people can have minimal symptoms, now we're finding out loss of smell and taste can be one. People might not even realize that. And that's why you mentioned earlier, I think you mentioned earlier about people, the knuckleheads are still congregating in the park. This is no time for magical thinking. The thought it's not going to affect you, or if you get sick, it's okay, you're young. No, you're young, you can get really sick, or you can get a little bit sick and spread it to people who are vulnerable. And don't think that the virus comes to a small town in the middle of America and says, oh, small town, middle of America, I think I'll go to another town. I'm going to go to a city. This is a virus. It doesn't have borders. It may spread more quickly in a city, but come on. We don't have any immunity to it. That's why it's a novel coronavirus. By the way, the coronavirus is a family of viruses, and that family caused about a third of the cases of the common cold. So this is the new coronavirus, and if we don't have any immunity to it, eventually it's going to get around. But what we're trying to do, you've heard, is flatten the curve. So if everybody does what we're doing right now, everybody's separated, then instead of having a huge spike in cases that'll overwhelm the system, we can flatten it out and maybe have the same number of cases eventually, but over a wider period of time where we're not running out of masks. This morning, I spoke to somebody who's a doctor in New York City who's trying to get a small N95 mask. It's small, medium, and large, and she's very small. Her face is small, but they only have the regular size. She's trying to tape it. So come on, that's just not okay.
Hey, Dr. LaPook, I have two quick questions for you from some emails we've gotten. One is, I know the 20-second hand washing drill, but what kind of soap? Does it matter if it's liquid soap or bar soap?
No, so I didn't come up with this, but some other doctor said, this virus is a wimp. Now, it's not that it's not killing, it's deadly virus. But what he meant was it's got a lipid membrane. It's a fatty membrane that when you put soap on it, it melts away. So that 20 seconds will kill the virus. And alcohol-based sanitizer works too. But just any kind of soap, and it doesn't have to be. And the antibacterial. Remember, this is not a bacteria. This is not a virus. So just regular soap, 20 seconds. And again, I'm sorry to be nitty-gritty, but we've got to be grown-ups here. We know it's in the stool. We know it's shed in the stool, even after it's out of our throats. When you go to the bathroom, make sure the hand that you're using to wipe, that you don't touch anything with, you don't touch the faucet, use the other hand to turn on the water, put your hand under it, get that other hand, the clean hand, to get some soap, and then go. Forget about 20 seconds. How about 30 seconds? Make sure you get under the tips, because what's going to happen is if you put your hand on anything in the bathroom while you still have some virus on it, then the next person comes along and touches it, then touches their face. So I know this is kind of icky and it's nitty-gritty, but you know what? It's grown-up time. We have to really think about these things. And the silver lining may be that maybe we'll have fewer foodborne illnesses. There's millions of cases a year. Less flu, disease. If we're all starting to do this now.
So
What do you have? What if you have to wipe with both hands like I do all the time? I'm just joking. But don't.
Control.
That's right. So the second question is,
Every day.
do eyeglasses or scarves/bandanas provide any additional protection against the virus?
So this is something that's in development, in motion. Oh boy, how do you say this quickly? For one thing, the bandanas could be good just for training us not to put our hands on our face.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but the virus itself is 0.1 micron. So it's going through anything that's not specifically designed. Even the N95 is 0.3 micron. So how does it catch that? Well, hopefully it's in little globs and clumped together, and it stops that. It's got to be fit perfectly. But there is a discussion going on now about how much just regular face masks or other things may provide some protection. And I've been reading a bunch about it. And I guess the punchline there is it's not going to hurt to do that. Better than nothing, but don't think it's giving you full protection. Don't have that idea. And there's a little possibility that if you keep wearing the same thing over and over again, it could gather virus in it. So this is, we have to be honest. We say we don't really know, and this is changing all the time. That's one where stand by.
Okay. All right.
All right, we're going to bring you back
Dr.
tonight.
McClure.
Fun Home reunion. The whole cast of Fun Home is here tonight.
Cool.
I know. So, Dr. Luke, you'll be back. Of course, we're going to say goodbye to you at the end. We want to see your doggy. Thank you always, Dr. Luke. He's so great. I love that we have that. Our next segment, we're going to bring in your daughter and your original husband. Please welcome first Presley Ryan. Hi, Press.
Hi.
Wait, I love it. I love the white. And your original husband, he doesn't really like theater. He's surrounded by like sporting banners and stuff. Rob,
hi everybody.
What is all around you?
This is a room in my house we jokingly call Theater Applebee's, and it's just where we put all the stuff that you go, one day I'll have a room for that. This is the room for that. The rest of our house looks like grown-up land, but this is not grown-up land. I thought if ever I want to bring this to the people.
What city are you in? Oh, Frozen? And I don't mean.
Oh, this is the best. Wait, Rob
Philadelphia.
had.
I'm home in Philly.
Oh, there you are. So, Rob, can you give us a second? Like, you have one of the most unique situations because you were starring in a show that was in previews. Talk about coitus interruptus. What does it feel like for you?
It's weird. It's like my entire life just hit a pause button, and we're all really eager to get back to it, and we're super excited. I mean, the cast, we're doing our little Zoom read-through so that we can make sure that we're still on it and still are ready to go if and when things come back. But it's a weird thing. We made this beautiful thing that we're proud of, that we're eager to share, and but at the same time maintaining a wider perspective of the problem that's going on in this world, and we'll be able to connect and inspire people when the time is right. And first, we just got to get this thing under control. So we're happy to stay home.
It's a very zen attitude. By the way, you're freezing once in a while, but the sound is good, which happened a couple of days ago with Manny Gonzalez, where she was singing up a storm, but the whole time she was frozen. And I kept thinking she was being shy, but she was just like this.
Oh.
And she like never moved. And I was like, what is she? And then I realized she was frozen. So,
People similar to Kayala and Alex, people have mistaken my singing voice with Gonzalez as well.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I think we should press the donations in live.
Sure.
Okay, so Press, you have a song, and I didn't sound check it with you either. So what is the song? What's happening?
Oh, yes. So it's a song that was in one of the labs, I think. I don't know. But it was cut before we ever even put the show up in front of an audience. And it's a suicide note. So when Lydia used to come out on the roof, she had a suicide note, and she used to sing a song there. And it's actually to the tune of Invisible, which is actually in the beginning of the show.
Worlds merge. So guys, if you're loving all this special Inside Beetlejuice stuff, give the cast a shout out, make a donation. You go to starsinthehouse.com. Literally, you can start with $5. We're going to be sending Alex this list of people who've donated. And
Alex, I sent you another list just now. So after Presley sings,
we're going to.
I got it.
Okay. All right. So Press, so this is the suicide note. It sounds like a fun, uplifting song.
Yes, it's very fun.
Enjoy yourself. I'm going to take everybody out. How do I get myself out? Wait. So peace out on Kerry and peace out on Oh, there's Rob. Okay.
Rob.
All right, see you soon. All right, and peace out on a Bright Monster. Bye. and us.
And us.
Visible when you're sad, so I'm taking myself away. Daddy's a sociopath who's marrying a cliche. I pray that the folks in town never sell him their home, and all of their plans fall down, and he eventually dies alone. I cannot deal with Delia, it's like my dad's Ophelia, and I'm just terribly going insane. By the time you read this note, you'll know that I'm abandoned. So goodbye, Google, I'm done. Just popped off to see my mom. I'm lost and there's nobody else. Daddy will be sorry when I kill myself.
Wait, it's such a devastating ending.
Oh no!
God, you're a downer. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta bring everybody else on. There's
That was awesome.
Song. That was fantastic. I never heard that song. Did you?
No, I've never heard.
White ball, actually. That's how I know it.
How
how
do
do you know it?
We did the black and white ball earlier this year in September, and we all sang like different songs from the show that were cut, and they asked me to sing the song.
I
I've never heard that song.
Me neither.
I love it though. I think it's a really fun twist.
That's your audition song for Kerry Butler. She just stole it. Alex Brightman, can you read the next donation that we've recently gotten in a little Beatles?
I lost my voice, so I can't. Yeah, no, I can.
Okay, everybody. Batch 2. Sydney from Louisiana, $25. Monique from California, $25. Seth from Pennsylvania, $35. Malari or Mayari from Iowa, $50. Carlos from Louisiana, $10. Lily from New York, $15. Maggie from Maryland, 25 smackaroonies. Ariel from New Jersey, 25 notes. Grace from Minnesota, 10 teeth. Jessica from Massachusetts, 35 buckaroonies. Danica from Massachusetts, 50 of them. And Anna from Florida, 100 pubes.
You still
Yeah.
got it.
Once I start the voice, I can't stop the sort of.
Alex, we might have to bring you back just to do donations. You know,
I literally have nowhere to go.
we might be bringing you back.
Unless you're doing- what if you're doing the yoga class with Kerry?
I'll do it while I'm doing the yoga class.
Okay, so I'm going to bring back Rob McClure, who's looking extra cute right now.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Hi everybody. Hi.
2.0.
Yeah, I thought I would lighten the mood after the suicide song.
That probably doesn't know who this is. This is Adam 2.0, who was vying for Rob's part all during Beetlejuice.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was a big saga.
Mm-hmm.
And who wound up getting the gig?
David Josefsberg.
I don't know who that is.
Yes.
Okay, so Rob McClure, I asked you to sing something, and we've done some shows together. Is this from your show? I have no idea what you're going to sing.
Yeah, I thought just in a time where we're all seeking a little bit of comfort, I would share something, a song that my wife actually wrote for me in a time that I was in Avenue Q, and I had a really bad sophomore show, my second show, and you know, now looking back, it was fine, but at the time, it was like a big thing. I was replacing in this Tony Award-winning musical, and I thought I was going to get fired, and I called her, really upset, and by the time I got home, she had written me this song on the ukulele.
Aww.
Very sweet. Okay, we'll be back.
Cheer up, my angel love, put your mind at ease. This too shall pass, my love, so let's see your smile, please. I hate to see you blue. So if you want me to, then I will kiss your worries away. And I'll keep you safe in my heart. For the rest of your life, I'll always be there to kiss your worries away. I'll give you hugs and I'll give you smooches. What can I do to make you happy? It may sound sappy, but I wrote this song for you, and I will kiss your worries away, and I'll keep you safe in my heart. For the rest of your life, I'll always be there to kiss your worries away. To kiss your worries away. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
So crazy sweet.
Maggie Lakis.
So Rob,
Maggie.
your wife was in Chicago, wasn't she? Private joke. Elevator. Get back to me.
No! Oh my God.
And cut. Okay, just so you. Alex.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, now it's my screen. Great. Hold on. Start it up with me. What the hell? Oh, he's frozen. That's why.
See, everyone frozen.
Let it go.
Oh, yo. Okay, so I have to bring in our last star.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a game with you guys too. So let me bring in our last star.
Assuming that Alex isn't frozen.
I think, oh, wait. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, Alex.
He'll come back.
He has to
All right,
re-enter.
so let's bring in our next guest.
So our next guest, Josefsberg himself. Such a
Hey.
there you. Yeah.
What happened? What happened? That was beautiful, Rob. Beautiful.
Okay.
So I know you guys are kind of enemies in real life, but you're gonna get along for this show, right?
I'm putting a piece of tape over him so I don't have to see that face.
I hate you and love you so much.
I love you too, Rob.
The bitch is back. Yes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I just decided to do this. I'm gonna do a little challenge where I always wonder what the brain is like. Like after a show closes, like how long before you forget what you've had totally memorized?
God.
I'm gonna challenge each of you. So that's yeah. Okay. So Kerry Butler, start a phrase and you have to finish it from a show you've done on Broadway.
Oh.
Yes, I'm wise, but it's wisdom born of pain.
Yes, I paid the price.
Yeah. Remember?
Wait, give me my line again. Yes, I paid the price, but it's
No, I did that. Yes, I'm wise, but it's wisdom born of pain.
yes, I paid the price, and see how much I've gained. Is that right?
That you muscle that out. Wow.
That's amazing.
It's like the processing circle on your computer as she's reaching into old
Yeah.
files.
Right.
It's in there.
I'm bringing on Press. So Press,
Yes.
you remember this? Your swagger and your
Wearing and just right clothes you're wearing. I remember.
See, that's a young brain.
Well, 2 years ago or something.
adequate. Alex Brightman.
Oh no,
Yep.
I'm not good at this.
Nessa. Oh, Nessa.
Got something to confess, a reason why, why I asked you here tonight. And I know it isn't fair.
It's because I'm in this chair. Thank you.
That's
All right, well,
amazing.
you remember that. That's impressive. Okay, who have I not done? Rob McClure. Let me see.
Come on, Confessa.
I didn't say confessa. I did the right way.
No, I was saying, but that rhymes.
Yeah, I know, but I did it the right way.
You still got it. David Joberg. You were at one point Constable 1.
Oh my God, yes.
Tell his reverence your story.
Let us see if he's impressed.
You were lodging here last night.
You were the honest bishop's guest.
And then out of Christian goodness, when he learned about your flight, you maintained a present of your present.
That is right.
Something like that.
You get a 99.
That is 30 years ago.
That was great.
That's very impressive.
And then McClure, you've done this show for so effing long. You should know everybody's part.
Okay.
So you gotta go after the things you want while you're still in your prime. Hit it.
There's a fine, fine line between love
And
a waste of your time. Ba-da-dee-dee-doo-da-da-scoo-ba-dee-dee-doo-da-da. Intermission.
very impressive. The only bad one was Kerry. And by the way, it was the show that I wrote.
That's a famous song too. It's not like
Exactly.
On no level.
I just never got stage fright.
God, you're annoying. Okay, so I want to just tell all the young people watching out there, you know, we have a fun home reunion tonight, and I know a lot of you kids aren't into that, but I will say Tuesday afternoon, 2 p.m., we have a reunion of so far, half the cast of the movie Frozen. We have all the guys coming. We have people who wrote it. We have Santino coming, and Jonathan Groff.
And Josh Gad.
And Josh Gad.
Wow.
So Olaf, Prince Hans, and whoever the hell.
And Kristin and Bobby.
So that's 2 p.m. That's 2 p.m. on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. So many comments on YouTube. This should have begun already. Why is this not on yet? Guys, calm the F down. Okay, I'm deleting all comments. Alex, I don't know how your head's not coming off. Okay, what else?
You wonder
I'm not
why he
reading
doesn't have
it.
Instagram anymore.
I don't have an Instagram anymore because of that. I'm not reading them. I don't know where you find them, so I'm good.
Good for that. So David Josefsberg, you're so crazy talented. I've known David for like 30 years. He auditioned for me for Forever Plaid. I shot out of college. Anyway, I was like, he's so crazy talented. So I'm so happy you're doing this. Your outfit's embarrassing me. But I asked David to sing a song that wasn't dirty, and he literally, out of the 50 songs he does in concert, he had
There's a song
Just one.
that he could do.
literally. He's like, "What about this?" I'm like, "No,
It's
Kerry,
a family show.
I can't." So this is the one song that's not about boobs and like lady parts. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. This is a song actually that my wife wrote for me because I was recently, I went into a new show and I had to follow this amazing performer. And people are like, oh, we got him. So she did not write me that. I figured this is a Christmas song. I feel like we should have Christmas in the spring, right? Oh, here's my son.
Yeah.
You're gonna go get my dogs for me for when this is done. So say hi, Benji, and then go get.
Oh, and by the way, guys, don't go anywhere because at the end of this, we're going to announce what everyone's auctioning. And everyone's auctioning amazing stuff. So people watching.
Can I go get my dog?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get your dog.
You don't need to listen to this. Don't worry about it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Wait, listen to the damn song, and then you can go get your damn dog.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I just don't like swearing.
I'm going to keep bringing you on screen to make sure you're listening, Alex. So you better be focused.
Please
I'm here.
don't.
I'm here.
Please don't. All right, everybody ready? Should I go? All right, here we go.
Impressive.
Whoa. As a little Jewish lad, I never had no fun. Sure, I had 8 days of gifts, but wanted only one. I'd have swapped my dreidels, gelt, and massive schnapps to be a normal Christian child and pray to Santa Claus. Now that I'm a dad and got children of my own, I let them in on the secret that I wish I'd known. If they want a Hanukkah, that's really great. Only thing they need to do is assimilate and be be a Christmas loving Jew. You get some latkes and a big old baked ham too. You spin your dreidel and you hope it never stops. Get yourself a Christmas tree, like Alex with a floor taking up time. I hope I don't offend, I don't mean to be rude. It's not about religion, it's just our attitude. So go and ask yourself, what would Jesus do? But remember that Jesus was the first Christmas loving Jew. It's his birthday, Christmas loving Jew. You wear your yarmulke with a crown of thorns on too. You take some guilt and you sprinkle it with fear. Just remember to get some Christmas in your Hanukkah this year. And just to make it fair, you Christians should try Hanukkah. You know we'll always share. I just got myself baptized, so I hope you're not surprised. Before you get your present, that you must be circumcised. The Son, the Holy Ghost, and we'll make no Easter Bundy too. You can read the Bible, the Old Testament, please. You can watch It's a Wonderful Life, but when you eat a plate of Chinese, I'm gonna be reindeer crew. Everybody,
Let's love it, you.
Do a shot of eggnog. A shot of Manischewitz toe. Every word I said is true. But who am I to preach to you? I'm just a Christmas loving
Wait, David, you're amazing. So, okay, that's so good. You wrote. Wait, who wrote that song for you? Rob's wife.
Yeah, Maggie Lakis, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone has something to auction off. So what happens is you have to. Everyone, once this is announced, and then probably by tomorrow morning, it'll all be at the website, which is starsinthehouse.com. You can get the auction there. So press, there it is, auction at starsinthehouse.com. Press, what do you got, girl?
So I actually had these, they're in this box, I'll open it up. I have these opening night keychains that I gave out to everybody on opening night. We have 3 of those.
From Beetlejuice.
From Beetlejuice, yes.
Oh.
They look like that. Wait.
There it is.
And then also, I'm auctioning off a TikTok. So if you want to make a TikTok with me, we can FaceTime or we can duet. However we want to do that, we can make a TikTok together.
That is a big deal. If only I knew what a TikTok was, but incredible. Okay, no, but I know, I kind of know what it is now. That is amazing. Okay, David Josefsberg, how much for the dog?
The dog is $1 million. The kids are $5 each.
There you go.
Welcome to my world.
Like
Okay, what do you got for us?
Who, me?
Yeah, what are you auctioning?
You know what? I got a lot of things, but today I think. What about this? This is an original Altar Boys yarmulke.
Yes.
Oh. And as a bonus, you know, you can have this second one that is signed by all the Altar Boys.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
God, I love that show.
This one's really dirty.
McClure, I don't think I asked you what you had. Do you have anything? Did I ask you?
I've got plenty of stuff. Literally, I have like a Beetlejuice poster that I can sign. I've got a Beetlejuice lunchbox that I can sign.
Yes, lunchbox.
Yeah, wait.
Well, okay.
What?
Oh, dead air. We love dead air.
Whoa.
Oh, that's amazing, Rob.
Yes.
Oh my OMG. Kerry Butler?
I don't know. Did you think of something for me to auction?
How about Kerry Butler will homeschool you every day at 2 o'clock?
I could auction off like some of my art pieces,
Hey,
watercolor. Yeah, I do that all the time for Broadway Cares and for actors. We had the door decorating contest, and I raised a lot of money for Broadway Cares and by my artwork that I did on my door.
Yeah, her backstage life is always so full. Didn't we have like a full egg hunt during Disaster?
Yes, I always do that for all my shows. But how do we get it to the people? How do we get the auction items?
Basically, once the virus is over, things get sent.
So when we have things on eBay, it says when it's safe for things to be sent, so people know ahead of time that it's going to be a little while.
But it's going to happen.
But like like Presley was saying, like that is going to be on Charity Buzz. So we're still working.
Yeah, the one-on-ones will be on Charity Buzz. So Alex, I want to do your one-on-one idea and put that on Charity Buzz. Tell everybody what you were offering.
Yeah, I've been doing this since everything shut down. People still want to practice, and people still want to maintain their stuff. And I teach audition classes all over New York, how to be more confident, how to be a little more, normalizing the oddity that is auditions. And so I'm offering up a free class. And if I do this again, and if I'm on again, every time I'm on, I'll offer a free class. So
amazing.
And also, I want to offer Robert McCloskey's Blueberries for Sal. It's a book that's the Caldecott Award winner that my niece just read, and she says it's very good. She's 2.5. I'm not really auctioning that off. It's hers.
You suck. Okay, so this is all going to be up at starsinthehouse.com. So check it out tonight.
And Alex, I texted you our final batch for today to read off. Could you do one last one before we sign off here?
And then bring out the dogs.
And then we'll bring out the dogs.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Batch number the Trace. Camille from Colorado, donating $100. Kelly from Michigan, $25. Wanda from California, $5. Sabrina from Pennsylvania, $10 dollar menu items. Abigail from Texas, $50. Ricky J from New York, $75.
If that's Ricky J, one of our dressers for Beetlejuice, hi Ricky J. If not, what up, other Ricky J?
Treya from Arizona, $25. Emma from Tennessee, $10. Susan from New Jersey, 50 big ones. Laura from Maryland, 110 big macaronis. Cynthia from California, 200 pubes.
Oh, we've answered that. All right, everybody, thank you, Beetlejuice, so much. Thank you, everybody, for just watching, for commenting. Here are all the doggies. Everybody should.
I gotta get my dog. Wait.
Okay. Everybody get their dogs.
And remember, tonight at 8 o'clock, reunion of Fun Home.
We're on every single day, 2 and 8 p.m. live. You can watch it on starsinthehouse.com. Here are all the dogs. Hold on. There's Chrissy.
Bring Dr. Lapook.
Oh, bring Dr. Lapook. I forgot.
It's hard though. We can't have 7 on at one time.
Oh, whoever gets near the dog is being fired. Carry your fire with
Kerry
no
Butler,
dog.
we'll see you.
Lapook with his dog. There's a little doggy.
Wow.
Hi, Ash.
Everyone has a dog. Okay. And broadcast.
And broadcast. Thank
Say
you.
hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Bye.